All right, the state may call their next witness at this time.
Fred Miller.
Hi, Mr. Miller, can you hear me or are you frozen?
I can hear you, Honor.
Okay, great. I'm going to have my clerk swear you, and then
There seems to be a...
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you please state your full name and then spell it for the record.
Fred Miller, F-R-E-D-M-I-L-L-E-R.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. DiGiacomo, you may proceed.
Thank you. Sir, how did you used to be employed?
I used to be employed with the Los Angeles Police Department.
How long you were with LAPD?
Almost 30 years.
On March 9th of 1997, what was your assignment? What section were you in?
I've been assigned to Robbery Homicide Division, worked Homicide Special.
Were you one of the two detectives assigned initially the investigation into an individual identified as Christopher Wallace, also known as Biggie Smalls, also known as the notorious B.I.G.?
No, I did not receive the responsibility for the case until approximately 60 days later. We received it from the Wilshire Division, and then we took over the responsibility for the investigation.
Why would a case be transferred from Wilshire to RHD?
I'm sorry?
Why would a case at LAPD be transferred out of the Wilshire Division to the Robbery Homicide Division?
Because of the magnitude of the investigation that it looked like it was going to entail, they did not have the manpower that we had at Robbery Homicide to work a case of this magnitude.
During the course of your investigation, did you learn how Mr. Wallace died?
Yes, sir.
And can you describe that for us?
Yes, he received, I believe, 4 9mm projectiles to his body to cause his demise.
And where was he when he got shot?
He was sitting in the right passenger seat of his limousine museum.
And was that the Peterson Automotive Museum in LA?
Yes, sir, it is.
And that was there a vibe after party after some award show that he was in attendance before he was shot?
That's correct.
And the fire marshals, did they shut down that party and that's why everyone was leaving?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
Did you have information as to a suspect vehicle that you originally received?
That's correct. We received dark, newer Chevrolet S 4-door. It had very fancy rims on it. It was last seen going north on Fairfax and then eastbound on Wilshire Boulevard.
So I think what you just said was was a newer model Chevy Impala SS that was dark in color. Is that correct?
Correct. That's correct.
And the race of your potential suspect, how was that identified to you?
Yes, it's a male black.
During the course of your investigation, did you receive information that a person by the name of Duane Davis might be a suspect in this homicide?
Yes, we did.
I think he's frozen just as... Okay. And in addition to that, did you learn that Duane Davis was present at the the Peterson Automotive Museum during the party?
Yes, he was.
Did you also receive information that he potentially had a motive to harm Mr. Smalls because of some sort of monetary dispute?
Objection, Your Honor, is the leading.
What's your response?
I'm just trying
There
to
was
lay a
some-
foundation through video.
Overruled. I'll allow it given the circumstances. You can answer, Mr. Miller.
He's not frozen. I don't think we caught your answer.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Did you receive information that he potentially had a motive over money owed to him?
Yes, from several sources, we'd heard that there was a dispute between Mr. Davis and Tupac's organization.
All right.
And ultimately, did you learn that Mr. Davis lived at a residence at 1524 California?
Yes,
Did you also learn that he had driven or received a citation driving a black Chevy Impala SS?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Can I have the parties approach real quick?
Can we just redo this tomorrow?
yes.
Damn it.
We're going to take a 10-minute recess to see if we can fix the feed a little bit. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourself or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report of or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to you. I apologize for the constant in and out, but we do need to try to fix this. All right, please rise for the jury.
Yeah, now it's working perfect.
For the record, the jury has exited the room. I don't know what we want to do.
So, Jared, Jacob's going to call him and see if we can get him closer to his Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. If you guys want to try to play around with it,
Hello.
see if it works, and let me know
Yeah.
what you decide. Okay. All right, we'll be in recess. The jury is exiting.
Oh.
You have one record to make outside the presence of the jury.
Sure, let's do that.
Just with regards to this witness's testimony earlier,
Okay.
Okay, I don't think it's going to hurt us too much. The information that was garnered by the state specifically, I think, just falls towards a other bad act issue, and that is the testimony is that he's a suspect in a murder of Biggie Smalls, and there's some implication at this particular point. I know how the story ends. The problem is, though, is that it still infers a bad act in terms of him being the suspect in this case. So as a result, we just
I have no problem. The court already admitted this by way of our motion in limine. I have no problem with the court instructing the jury that neither the state nor the LAPD believes that Mr. Davis is involved in the murder of Christopher Wallace. I have no problem with that instruction.
Did you want a contemporaneous instruction, or do you want that to be included in the jury instruction packet, Mr. Stampt?
I think it should be something of an impression right now, so it can be contemporaneous instruction on it.
So the suggestion was neither the court nor LAPD believe
At this point.
That Mr. Davis was involved in any way in the death of Mr. Wallace?
Sure.
Does that work?
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, let's bring in the jury.
Stand for the jury.
All right, does the party stipulate for the presence of the jury?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Before we go back to Mr. Miller's testimony, I did want to admonish you as follows. Neither the court nor the LAPD believe at this point that Mr. Davis was involved in the death of Mr. Wallace. I want that to be clear. Going back to you, Mr. DiGiacomo, you may proceed with Mr. Miller.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
So you received information that Duane Davis could potentially be your suspect. Is that accurate? I think that's where we left off.
That's correct.
And you also received information that potentially Mr. Davis feels like he's owed money by either Mr. Wallace or Puffy Combs' Bad Boy Records. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
You also learned that he was driving or ticketed on March 8th of 1997, a black 1996 Chevy Impala SS. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so based upon all of that, do you, along with, on May 27th of 1997, Compton PD executes a search warrant at 1524 California, and then on the 28th, you get a warrant to search the vehicle, the 1996 Chevy Impala, correct?
Correct.
And the vehicle was actually registered to a Patrick Parker. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Eventually, fast forward to June 20th of 1997, do you and your partner, Detective Poole, wind up having a conversation with Mr. Davis at his lawyer's office, Edie Fall?
That's correct.
Judge, I've had marked as 116 as well as, it's old school, so it's two sides of a tape, 108 and 109, which is transcripts. It's the audio and the transcripts. I'd offer them at this point.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, those will be admitted, and further, pursuant to your stipulation, we're going to play those after Mr. Miller's done testifying, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Sir, during the execution of that search warrant that you did, in the trunk of the vehicle, did you collect a Polaroid photograph?
Yes, I did.
And I'm going to share my screen with you. Can you see that Polaroid?
Yes, I can.
And is that the Polaroid that you collected out of the vehicle?
That's correct.
I move to admit 66.
Any
No
objection?
objection, Your Honor.
So admitted?
I pass the witness.
Okay. Mr. Stamp, cross?
Mr. Miller, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This Polaroid that's on screen right now, which is state 66 that you see in front of you,
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question. Can't hear you very well. You're breaking out just a little bit.
I apologize. So this exhibit that you see in front of you right now, do you see the Polaroid still, which is states exhibit 66 for the record?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Can you tell the jury what this means?
What it means?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Polaroid. Is there anything about this particular photograph that means anything?
I really don't get your questions right. It just means there's a group of guys together who enjoyed themselves, apparently.
Right. Can you tell us when that photograph was taken?
No, I can't.
Can you tell us where that photograph was taken?
No.
In terms of the clothing that everyone's wearing at this particular point, do you know if that was how Mr. Davis dressed normally?
I have no idea how Mr. Davis dresses normally.
Now, this photograph that was taken from the '96 Chevy Impala, that was pursuant to your search warrant, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were looking for evidence that would help you substantiate as to who was responsible for the murder of Biggie Smalls, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us how this photograph helps you learn any more information as to who killed Biggie Smalls?
It may not be the actual person who pulled the trigger, but it may be one of the people that lead us to who did pull that trigger.
All right. So who are the other people that are in the photograph?
I don't recall the names. Orlando Anderson was one, and I don't recall the others.
Okay. But fair to say, of course, if there's a Polaroid with these people in there, it would have been part of your job as a detective at the time to look into and identify who those other individuals are, correct?
Yes.
And that didn't happen in this case?
I believe we did find out there was three or four more.
All right. And once again, did it help you solve the murder of Biggie Smalls?
No.
And fair to say, though, even though we've been talking about Mr. Duane Davis as somebody that was a potential target for your investigation, ultimately, at the end of the day, he was never charged with the murder of Biggie Smalls, right?
That's correct.
Now, in addition to that, fair to say that in your course and scope as a detective, when you do your investigations, you would have ran Mr. Davis's criminal history as part of your investigation, right?
Yes, sir.
Was there any indication on any of his criminal history that he'd ever been arrested or charged or convicted of any violent felony?
I don't recall.
Now, in addition to that, sir, your testimony here is that you did an investigation on Mr. Davis. Did you ever at any point look into the actual Impala itself? You said it was owned by somebody else, so Patrick Parker. Is that correct?
It was owned by someone other than Mr. Davis, yes.
And with regard to that, did you ever interview Mr. Parker?
I do not recall.
And when you went to 1524, what was the purpose of going to that particular address?
I'm sorry, what?
You said you went to 1524 California. I apologize. That was my bad. But you went to 1524 California. Why to that address?
Because that's where we heard that Mr. Davis lived and that we'd had area units go by and check the location, and they observed the black Chevy Impala parked in the back. That's why.
Did you ever search the 1524 California residence in furtherance of your investigation?
I didn't. It was searched by the Compton Police Department.
Okay. And in their search of the 1524 California residence, fair to say that there was no evidence that was located that would have been helpful for your investigation?
Not at this point. That's correct.
Okay. What about anything to do with a potential issue with Tupac Shakur's murder? evidence found at the 1524 California residence?
I'm not sure. That was not my case.
Now, at some point, your testimony is that there was a meeting between yourself, Mr. Davis, as well as Edie Fall, his attorney.
Yes, sir.
And in that meeting, it was recorded?
Yes.
And was that recorded surreptitiously, meaning it was done without their knowledge, or was it done with their knowledge?
I don't recall whether they were informed or not.
And just for our edification, where was the location of that meeting and recording?
Wow. I know I don't recall. I want to say it was at Parker Center, but I don't actually remember.
Is that where, would that have been LAPD headquarters, or are you talking about some other location?
That would be 150 North of Los Angeles Street.
I don't know where that's at. Is that a?
It no longer exists. It was the old Parker Center, yes.
Okay.
The old police administration building.
Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Any redirect, Mr. DiGiacomo?
No, no.
Any questions for this witness by the jurors? We do have at least one, so hang on with us, Mr. Miller, while we go through the question process.
Thank you.
Can I have the parties approach? All right, Mr. Okay, Mr. Miller, can you still hear me?
I'm sorry, what, Your Honor?
Okay, excellent. A question from one of our jurors. If the car was owned by someone else, why weren't they questioned?
I don't understand. I'm not hearing you correctly, Your Honor.
If the car was owned by someone else, why were they not questioned?
More likely he was, like I said, I do not recall whether he was interviewed or not. He was not by me that I remember.
Okay. Any follow-up, Mr. DiGiacomo?
No.
Any follow-up, Mr. Sam?
I do have one further question, Your Honor.
About that? Or about something else?
Sure.
Any objection to him reopening questioning?
No.
Okay. Mr. Samp, you may proceed with a different question.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize. Thank you to the state as well. Sir, you had told us earlier that there was some indication that you believed that either Biggie or Sean Puffy Combs had owed my client money. You recall that line of questioning?
I remember that question, yes.
Was there any evidence that he actually was owed money by either one of those two individuals?
Not that I'm aware of.
No further questions, John.
Any questions based on that state? All right. Any questions based on that by the jurors? Seeing nothing at this time, Mr. Miller, you are excused. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Your Honor.